Hi, it's Joey and good morning to my Tuesday top body workout. We're going to work the upper body, go through some nice moves. So we've got great upper bodies and today I'm wearing a cloak because everyone's talking, even Joe Wicks actually is talking about scoffing all the time, eating all the time. So I think this lockdown has brought out some habits in us or created new ones. And here we are trying to work out, and I'm taking through some of you on a detox. I'll touch on that in a minute. So for today, I'm going to use my trusty yellow band. And like I said yesterday, some of you might already have this band. The reason why it's particularly good is because you can really only get it in trade. You might have other bands that you've got from Sports Direct or Decathlon, and you'll pick them up and they look great and like fit and strong and stuff, and then they will be really tough and you can't do a thing with them other than probably your biceps or pull from there. But everything I do with this band, you can do without a band, all right? So this is like a remedial band, but it's really very good for everything, as I'm going to show you. So here we go. We're going to start with our arms forward and circle back. Nice big circle. So I won't let go of the band because it might make an almighty slap and probably come back at me. But just to let you know, obviously this you can do without your band. If I walk in, just to rotate those shoulders and then go forward. So now you're doing like a front butterfly or a two-arm crawl. And there. Okay, now we're going to do the shape, well, we often do for the posture ones when we have a round back and then I take it up. Round back, and I'm taking it into a V shape here with slightly bent arms. Round and back. So just in case you've just joined me, that will be no matter band or not, even if you have nothing, just mimic the same motions and hold it a fraction. By holding the exercise, it's that part that really engages the muscle. Okay, now I'm going to draw it like that. So if you can see my arms evenly, I've got elbows and hands at the same level, and I'm pulling back, nice 90-degree angle, and that's really working the backs of my shoulders. So this stuff is sort of okay for people with shoulder trouble, but this one here might feel a bit uncomfortable. So we go up, hands up and down, hands up and back. So like I've just said, this is all working the rear part of the back, the shoulder, the very bit that keeps us straight, that means we can enjoy good posture, but also a nice balance on the arm. Now I'm looping it round, this one actually, and I'm going to pull it into the chin with my wings high, pulling up there. So if you have no band, right there, you're actually going to zip up your jacket and down, as if you're zipping it up, and you really, really recruit those muscles at the back. Can you see them through my cloak? I know I look like something out of Pole Dark, don't I? Well, that would be nice, but I don't. But this covering up thing, and there. Okay, then we'll do the front of it. So turn around, with or without your band, circle round, and mobilize the chest now. And as you do it, make sure you give a nice opening, nice stretch, and then change directions and back. Lovely opening on the upper chest now. And you can actually hold the position there again, even if you don't have your band, just hold that chest open, lean into it a little bit. This, of course, you could do it in a doorway too. That would be perfect to do. Not before you've warmed up and relaxed. Okay, now we're going to move on to the backs of the arms. So if you don't have your band, you're just going to extend your arms behind, but they do need to be perfectly straight elbows. And now I have to expose myself. Really straight, extend there. And with each one, I want you to change the angle of the hands so that the knuckles go up, then the palms go up. You're rotating all the time, and that's going to work your inner and outer triceps. So you might think, who cares? Do you? You can, well, maybe you don't. Yes, exactly. This all might be really futile. But actually what it does is balances the arm nicely. It makes you strong for getting in and out of positions, obviously. But it also tightens that lower swing that ladies often suffer with under their arms. And it balances the bicep and the tricep nicely. It just brings good symmetry. And with your band, you really start to feel that. Even if you're using nothing, but you're just holding it out there, that will work too. Okay, now let's go behind. So now you're going to have your arms as if making a ponytail at the back or scratching your neck. Bring it forward. So it's like scratch your back, then make a unicorn up high. And this works a little bit lower down on the tricep, as in here. And you might need a little bit of tension here. So once again, if you've got nothing, you're still just going up there. You're still stimulating muscle fibers and nerve endings. So don't be put off by the fact that you have no resistance. Okay, moving on to the shoulders now with the band beneath. This is the one that I often do, which you kind of have to imagine that we've got the resistance. Of course, if you've got your weights, all this you can do with your weights too. So you're bending down, pushing up, bending down, pushing up. So without your band, you're just giving it a little bit of pretend push. Up you go. So for any of you doing the detox or who have done the detox, I'm really proud of you because it is particularly hard to find discipline at the moment with the fridge so close to you all the time. Last one here. But what would be great, you can stop the clove tea. Now I'm crossing the band over, by the way. I'm going to take it out to the side with my elbows a little bit bent, hands a bit low, up to the side and there. And without your band, you're just drifting up, imagining you're sort of lifting something up, wading through heavy water like that. Yes, you can drop the clove tea, but a habit to continue with would be, of course, the flossing, the coconut sloshing, and the oil in the morning, and the lemon. So if those are the two things that you can try to do now and again or regularly, those would be great habits. Little difference, little change of habit makes a big difference over the long term, and those are two of them, of course. Okay, stop there. Now I want to go into some back work. So with your band, if you have it, you double it over. If you don't have one, again, we're just going to pretend. Okay, and then you pull it through there, rowing back, pulling it there. So if you have just at home a banister or a bar, I can't do it with those. They're great for some things, but just useless for something like this. You could actually lean your feet in and pull yourself forward. That's the action we're looking for to activate the back muscles. So keep going here, nearly done. Just a few more if you kept going. There, 2, and 1. Okay, onto the floor now. Hands down. I'm going to get a bit more punchy and serious. Hands down, head down, bottom in the air. Nice bouncy elbows there. Keep going bouncing. And for those of you who've got a little bit more power on your shoulders, I actually want you to do a wee jump up and feel the power going through those shoulders there. A couple more. Turn around. Hands here. Turn around, hips up, wrist on your hands. If you have wrist problems and you feel uncomfortable, you can always use your weights if you've got them and just knuckle underneath there, and that changes the angle of the wrist. So you can push through all of this stuff without upsetting it, because I know that action there does feel uncomfortable, especially as we get older, because dipping away, chatting away, yabbering away, still at it. A couple more there. And now we need to do a little bit for the chest. So we've done rear shoulder, middle shoulder, main shoulder, and a bit more for the chest. So in this case, I'm going to use some flannels or paper as an option. And you don't need to run around looking for them. You can still do the exercise without this. but for any of you who want a little upgrade this morning. We're on our knees here, everyone, as you can, and hands are nice and wide, and just pressing down, like that. So if we just push out about 4 more. Of course, if you're up for it, you're going to do your perfect presses like that. And now, if you do have your pieces of paper, you're going to press and slide. Press and slide. See, I can't talk at the same time with this one. A little bit more taxing. If you're in your full press up, that's what it should look like. That should do it for there. Okay, and then if we can go back to the band, standing over the top of it. And if you have no band, you're going to use your weights here, or you're just going to flex your hands, pulling them up. So can I say hello to Couch Fit? And who else did I want to say hello to? I just love it when you communicate with me afterwards, by the way. And I wish you could respond rather than me just chatting to the camera. Then hold it halfway, make small moves. Again, no band, you're just giving it a little bit of pump, flexing your muscles, and then drop it and then just take it halfway and down. Halfway up, halfway, and then all the way up and down. Shortly after this, we're going to get jiggy. All the way, drop halfway, all the way, drop halfway. Now, all the way down, all the way down. Turn it into something else now. Bend and push and up and down. So without your band, that is looking like this. Up and down, up and leave it there. Okay, to keep ourselves nice and active and a little bit more mobilized for the day, let's open up the chest, rotate round with a bit of speed, and then cross it round. I know this is one we often do, but it's particularly good for all upper body and back, actually. And now make it a little bit more of a hook. So you're punching away and rotating the hips too, but we don't need to go into the techniques of boxing right now. And then we give it a bit of a uppercut. That one, bit of a thrust with the hips. And then jabs. And then we're going to chop some wood. So take it high, take it low, high and low, high. And find your own, make it a little bit syncopated and choppy. And other way. Legato. Is that right, Candice? Okay, touch down, rise up and down and up. What I love about doing this, I'm thinking of you, thinking of so many of you and your work and your talents and what your day might be like. And then there'll be others out there that aren't getting back to me at all, and I don't know who you are. So send me a little message on the YouTube. Last one, and drop. Okay, we can just jog on the spot. And then speed it up. Patter those feet, super fast. Turn sideways on, you won't see it, oh, shaking. Take it out, take it in, and out, and in, and out, in, out, and in. Forward and back. We'll have a little pause, and then we'll knock out another minute of this kind of thing. Forward and back. Then take a couple of jumps forward, jump, jump, back, back, up. Last two. I have a little bit of a swagger around while you get your breath back. Going back to my band. Yes, so they're also great for leg stuff. While you're having a pause and guzzling your water, I'll tell you more about my band. It can be Mayor, Miss World, Isadora Duncan, 60s, Mary Quant. They go on and on. Okay, we've got our breath back. Let's go from side to side. Side touch, and over. Up and over. So if you've just managed to get online and you've missed the beginning bit, you can watch this later. It's available on my YouTube channel, YouTube/Joey Bull. So you can do that. Okay, do you remember spotty dogs? They're very much a thing of the early 90s. March them forward. And if you're not feeling bouncy today, you're just going to do your knee ups there. A few more. Okay, and then let's do a one knee up and back. And change over. Couple more, and relax. Okay, take the arms behind, stick the chest out, walk around if your heart's still pounding a little bit. Feel the stretch in the chest. You might want to lift the elbows up a little bit. Take the arms forward, head drops, toes slightly inverted, head goes, shoulder goes, round upper back. Come up slowly, take one arm across. Thank you for joining me today. So that's our upper body workout. We've worked the shoulders nicely, backs of the arms too. And yes, and I have got, this, mine's all grubby and dirty, but they're normally bright and gorgeous and yellow, as is the seasonal colour right now. I have got some of these left, and I'm very happy to risk my life and go to the post office tomorrow and put them in the post to you. I can sell you a £4.50 with the postage. So those of you in Switzerland, that would be about 40 francs postage. No, it's super light, so it wouldn't be a difficult. But if you would like one, I have got a few left. Just either message me on the WhatsApp group or message me on my email, joey@joeybull.com, and I'll get it to you. I'll put it in the post for you tomorrow. And this is when I go on holiday, this is what I take everywhere. But this are my trainers. But just to have it home, it's fabulous. So anyway, great to be with you again. Come back tomorrow for some leg work. We're going to tighten it all up again then. And send me a little message later if you can.